Okay, and we are live. Hello, everybody. It's Zane Miller, and I am super excited because if you watch the sneak peek hangout with me and Jason, we were talking a little bit about these new bonuses that are coming up, but Jason wanted to hold off a little bit before discussing it more. So he agreed to sit down and have an official bonus hangout talking about all the awesome bonuses that he's going to offer. And well, I don't even know anything about it, so I'm just excited to jump into it right away. So welcome to the hangout, Jason. Excited to have you
Hey.
here.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Zane. And yeah, I mean, part of the reason was I did want to keep it under wraps. But the other part is we were still negotiating parts of the bonuses that I did not know if we were or were not going to get. The good news is everything I wanted to get, we got.
Oh, awesome. That is great.
Now, before we get into these bonuses and explain what's in there, I kind of want to lay the groundwork. It's almost like American Idol here, or some sort of show, because we have over 100 pieces of unique content, strategies, tools, things that we've developed throughout the last. Well, I guess it would be March of last year. We've been working on these bonuses for that long, right? And so it was kind of the thing is like it started with 100 different pieces of content, but only a certain amount got the red rose or got the thing to pass on to the next round. Then we got down to the 9 left or 10 left or whatever, right? And so a lot of the bonuses that didn't make the cut, everybody's going to get access to who signs up through the link that you're going to get with this Hangout, right? But
Oh, wow.
those bonuses, those bonuses that didn't make the cut, that are just the treasure trove that's waiting for you as there, are probably, if I can say so, so modestly, in the normal Jason Fladlien style that maybe some people are aware of, is they're still probably better than any other bonus package. Our bonuses that we're not even going to talk about that you get are probably better than any other bonuses you're going to get anywhere else. So just a little food for thought there of the 100+ pieces of content that we've created that I'm not even going to talk about today. But just to give you an overview of those, each time a problem came up or each time a question occurred in our group of people that we work with who buy ASM through us, if it made sense, we created something around it and gave it to everybody. So, yeah, just think about that.
Excellent. So now I'm on the edge of my seat. I mean, like I've heard again, like in the sneak peek one, there were some maybe some suggestions, maybe some ideas towards maybe some outsourcing,
Yeah,
perhaps. Yes,
I'll
I'm
talk
really
about
interested in
that
hearing
one.
about that.
I'll talk about that one in a bit, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I'm saving that one. It's very interesting. Let's talk about. Here's the first bonus that Will and I conceptualized, and by Will I mean Wilson Matos, my business partner at Rapid Crush Inc. And one of the cool things that we noticed by accident last time with all the people who signed up in ASM3, of which we had more than anybody, we were the #1 affiliate, right? Our people, they got their products listed and they started making their sales at about 6 times the rate of the average ASMer who did not buy through our link, right? So we were getting our people there about 6 times faster. And one of the reasons why is because ASM drips the content out over 8 weeks. So one module per week, module 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't even get into module 4 until you get the product listed, which, by the way, is fine. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a great thing that they make it very digestible and very easy, okay? We, as an affiliate, though, just give them an alternative route. If you want to get there ahead of time, you can. So this time our first bonus is literally called 8x faster. If you follow this plan, you can get there 8 times faster than what the average Amazon seller through ASM is going to get there for, which, by the way, is usually faster than what everybody else in the world can get there. It is very possible to, within 10 days, if you're insane and crazy, following this plan to get listed. And we have people making sales within their first 10 days after signing up through us. And so last time they were kind of doing it by grabbing all of our pieces that were all scattered around. This time we've actually made it systematic. So it's really a matter of you can go as fast as you want, and the faster you want to go, the faster I can get you there. So the first bonus centers around the people who want to accelerate their results, get there quicker, and we've proven it with many, many, many customers exactly how to get there faster without overwhelming or freaking you out or getting you too confused. Now, if you don't want to get there faster, you don't have to, right? But it is an option that we and only us who are promoting ASM allow. So I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you want to walk to your destination, run to your destination, or get picked up in a chauffeured limo and driven to your destination, right? That's the first bonus.
All right. So I mean, We get our pick of however fast that we want to go, which is awesome because I know everybody who jumps in, like as soon as they jump in, they're like, okay, I want everything and I want it right now, right?
Oh yeah. So there
So
you
so
go.
then so then yeah, let's go ahead and jump to bonus two.
So bonus number 2 is very interesting. As you're going to see in the training that we have that's going to accompany this bonus, we have dialed in about 4 different methods for which you can make money with Amazon on autopilot. The first method, of course, is you pick certain products that are wide open, meaning that with just friends and family buying your product through the link that will show you how to build, there's a lot of products. There's probably over 30,000 products, unique products on Amazon that you can get listed on page 1 for, just if you have a handful of friends and family members buy through the link that will show you how to create, right? The challenge with finding those products, Zane, is there's no easy way to find them. Amazon doesn't say, here's a list of them, and there's no software out there that lets you fill in the blanks saying, I want something between this and this rank, bestseller rank, this and this sales price, these many ratings, these many reviews, and some other parameters, right? Well, there actually is a software. It's our software. It's called Bestseller Matrix. And it's funny because somebody stole the name from us afterwards, registered bestsellermatrix.com, and now they're trying to make money on the back of that. And
What?
yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And so don't get it twisted with that one, okay? This one is the first, it's the original, it's the best one, and it's never ever been sold, nor will it ever be sold to the public. We want to reserve this advantage just for our people who sign up through ASM through us, right? And so one of the methods that I teach is you want to find these what I call friends and family only products. Now, don't get me wrong, these won't make you rich. They'll make you a couple $1,000s a month net profit on autopilot, right? Now, you can do as many or as few of them as you like, but you basically go in, use the software, you fill in 6 blanks. You push a button, and then you scan down there, and with the training that we accompany, we show you how to do that. Now, there's another way to use the Bestseller Matrix, Zane, and that's there are certain products that you can make money with, even if you don't rank anywhere else in Amazon, just from Amazon ads. And so I show you through using the Bestseller Matrix how to find these products. So if you want to make a couple $1,000s a month per product and not even worry if people find you in the search engines in Amazon organically, then this is going to be how you use the Bestseller Matrix. I'll show you how to do that. If you want to find products that you can confidently say will make you $10,000 a month, and you want to do so without having to compete as hardcore as possible, or if you want to notice certain things that have some opportunity that's untapped yet, there's no software alive that's going to ferret them out better than the Bestseller Matrix. And this is something that we have built and perfected over the span of now, well, I guess it's 13 months. I mean, the year anniversary was just the beginning of this month. In October here, because we built this in October of last year. And we literally update this thing constantly because stuff in Amazon changes and the software dynamically changes along with it. And the only way that you need to access the software is have an internet connection. In our ASM Masters members area, which is a members area we specifically built for everybody who buys through our ASM link, you just click a button to access the Bestseller Matrix. You follow my training along on how to use it. Boom, you're done. It's good. And this isn't software that we're going to build. This is software that we've used, we've profited from, and many of our previous ASMers who bought through our link have also profited from.
Awesome. So then, happy anniversary to the the Bestseller Matrix, and don't go check out the faker. Stick with us. It's a proprietary software specifically within ASM Masters, and I have checked out the Bestseller Matrix, and it is a fantastic tool. But I never really thought about targeting specifically for Amazon ads, and then not even having to worry about if you're on the first page. I need to go check it out even more.
Well, I mean, with 12 months of me being able to use the tool myself, I've discovered some amazing tricks with it that we're going to share with everybody who gets in through our link, right?
Fantastic. So there's the first and second bonus. Do we have more?
Oh, of course we have more. So bonus number 3 is very interesting. So a guy that I now work with very closely, we work with our Amazon businesses together. His name is Ben Cummings. And Ben was an ASM2 person, so he signed up a year ago. And Ben, it's very interesting. So I was just talking to him this morning. And Ben, earlier this year, he did a little technique that me and him kind of conspired together on and developed together that got him #1 in all of Amazon for his category, which was beauty. So for that launch, he was the #1 best-selling product in beauty of all 500,000 products that are sold on Amazon in the beauty category, right? But it even gets better. He did 15,000, I believe, in sales that day. I'd have to look up the number to be exact, and we'll show it on the webinar. But this is my favorite part, Zane. He went from a brand new email list from 0 subscribers to 2,100 plus subscribers in less than 24 hours. Okay, so he got the email list, which we've now leveraged multiple ways since then, right? He got a #1 bestseller, and he generated $15,000 in sales in 24 hours, right? So Ben Cummings has this program that he does on his own. It's a $300 a month continuity program where he teaches some of his Amazon tricks that he himself has developed, and I have negotiated with him to give all new members 2 months free access. So it's a literal $600 real world value. And by the way, we have many previous ASMers who pay that rate month in and month out, many, many, many of them. And so just to give you an idea, here's what Ben covered that's already waiting for you. He developed this method that we use to this day now. It's called the crystal ball method. There is a way, if you want to know exactly how much a certain product is selling a day, literally down to the unit, there is a way of doing that, okay? So Ben teaches this way. He calls it the crystal ball method. It's the only way on planet Earth because you can run it through any tool. You can run it through any estimation. You could try anything you want, but nothing is as accurate as this crystal ball method because it's literally down to the unit. So forget merchant words. Forget trying to make estimations based on bestseller rank in different categories. Just use the crystal ball method. That's in there waiting for you. You want to know how we got 200 5-star reviews in less than 2 weeks for a brand new product? Ben teaches that method. Okay, Ben shows a way. It's the best way on the planet I've ever discovered to find buyer keywords. There's a way that we sit on our competitors' listings, and it exposes a loophole in Amazon to show every buyer keyword. And the value of each one. And then other cool little tactics like the Amazon wish list trigger. It's something that Ben developed that he shares in his coaching program. So when you sign up through us in ASM, you also get 2 months of Ben's coaching plus the archives, right? And so these are some of the cutting edge techniques. Some of them I've worked on with Ben directly. Some of them Ben's invented on his own, showed me, and then I've used and made a lot of money with. And this is something that is not even available to the public. The only way people can get Ben Cummings is to come through me. They usually pay about $300 a month for this coaching, and they're very satisfied with it. So we've gotten 2 months for you for free. And then if you want to stay on after that, that's totally up to you. There's no forced rebuild, no forced continuity, none of that stuff. Just a honest to goodness 60 days plus the archives of some of the greatest up-to-the-minute coaching of what's working in Amazon right now.
Wow. See, now I've heard a lot about Ben Cummings, especially in the ASM Masters group, but to see that we can participate in the actual coaching itself of his, that's fantastic, and it's $600 value at that.
Easily, and I mean that's what we charge retail. It's really thousands and tens of $1,000s worth of value of what it can do for you, and these are strategies not found anywhere else. I can't even teach them because Ben developed them. They're not my intellectual property, so instead I negotiated with them to get them in your hands, right?
Right. So okay, so now we've got 3 out of, I don't know, we've got a lot of unannounced bonuses that you're not going to mention. We don't have totals, but on to 4? Yes?
Yes, so the 4th bonus is very interesting. So one of the people that we work with, we've published him throughout the years. He's currently doing between 3 different Amazon Seller Central accounts, a total of $70,000 a month. Now here's what the interesting thing about this guy is, Zane. He's never once spent a single penny on inventory.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Seriously. So here now it gets even more interesting. One day, somebody who used to work very high up in Amazon contacted him because they saw what he was kind of up to, and they agreed to get together and teach this course, which we will provide only to our ASM Masters who sign up. You get this for free. I call it the Amazon Insider Loophole bonus. So between him and the Insider, they're going to show you how you can go up to $70,000 or more a month without ever actually having to spend a penny on inventory. Now, of course, I recommend you do this to get money to then invest in your own inventory because there's nothing better than having your own brand, your own assets, your own customer records, that kind of stuff, right? But if you come to me and says, Jason, I want to get in, but the only money I have left in my name is enough to invest in ASM4 through your affiliate link, I'll say, cool, do it. And they'll say, well, what about inventory? Nah, don't need it, right? Just use bonus number 4, the Amazon Insider Loophole bonus, and you're taken care of. And again, Zane, none of this is theory. This is literal, actual, step-by-step of how it's been done. And again, this is something you're not going to find in the main ASM course. You're not going to find this anywhere else on the planet. The only way you're going to find this is to buy ASM through our affiliate link, which, by the way, Zane, is why a lot of people who've bought ASM from other affiliates in the past are now rebuying through us again, just to get their hands on stuff like this. Because we don't share this. We don't sell this on its own. We only put this in just for our members, right?
Now that was something that I thought was pretty cool, was that the sheer number of people who were willing to buy again just for these extra bonuses, and you'd also mentioned it in the sneak peek that none of this is theory. This is all actually happening because, well, that's all the other competitors can stand on is just theory, because they're not involved as much as you are and the ASM Masters.
Yeah, I honestly don't blame them, because you have to give your life and soul to be involved at the level that I'm involved with. But I mean, the payoff is worth it. I mean, the money's great, and honestly, the connections that we make with people along the way is just as fantastic too.
Oh, great. So we're now to bonus number 4, which has totally blown my mind. I think I need to let it cool down for a minute, but sounds like we got more.
We do got more. So bonus number 5, I just call this one Made in China, okay? So here's the deal. When we started in ASM 1, Wilson and I said, you know what, let's not even go to China, and I mean figuratively go to China, right? I mean, let's just source all of our products in the United States, sell only US-made products. It'll cut the learning curve down and make it simple. That was a mistake on our part. Now, by the way, we started in the U.S. and very quickly we were up to $10,000 a month in our own ASM business. But here's why this was a mistake. Once you know how to do it, buying products from China and private label them is as easy as going into Walmart and buying any regular product that you would buy anyway, right? We thought it was harder than it was. Now, I say that in hindsight, Zane, because here's kind of the deal. I have 5 people that work specifically for me who specialize in sourcing products from China. 5 people, right? We literally have people that we can say, go over to the factory right now because they're in China and do this for me, that work for us. So there's very few people on this planet that have the insight, the intelligence, the opportunity, the connections, the ability to negotiate with the Chinese to always get better than wholesale prices, as I call them, to always get a reduce in MOQs, which is minimum order quantities, to always shortcut the lead time, and we share all that. So this is kind of the best hits of all the stuff related to the China that we've produced and shared with our ASM customers in the past. Now it's all synthesized. We literally have somebody that will help you and negotiate with suppliers for you as part of what we call our China Concierge program. So when you wrap in all that kind of stuff, if you say, Jason, I don't know if I should sell something in China or not, don't worry about it. We got you covered, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean you have to sell stuff in China, mind you, right? But here's the deal. If you're using some of our software and spitting out these amazing product opportunities, I don't want you to be limited and say, well, gee, that one would make me $1 million, but oh my God, it's in China, right? So therefore, I'll only take this one over here that'll make me $100,000. No, we find the opportunity, and whether it's in China, the U.S., whether we source from Vietnam or Portugal or Romania or anywhere, right? We want the opportunity. The rest is just details. Once I show you how to find the opportunity, it doesn't matter where you're sourcing the product from. We got you covered. And I can tell you this, after helping over 1,500 people get their products successfully sourced and listed on Amazon, there is nothing I'm more confident in than the process of getting you private labeled and up on Amazon. And if it has to be from China, it has to be from China. If it's from the U.S., no problem. We got stuff on that as well. That's not part of the bonus, though. That's just regular stuff that you automatically get access to as an ASM master, right? But the bottom line is, if you want to sell products in China, and by the way, there's no other place in the world that you're going to get 80 or 90% profit margins like we sometimes enjoy. If you go through here, and then more importantly, go through here and find connections that nobody else that's selling on ASM is finding. Because we can go to places in China and talk to suppliers in China that nobody else can talk to, because they don't, I mean, you can't find them on a website or with a web search, right?
Right. Well, and that's always been a lot of very high intimidation factor, not just for me, but I'm sure a lot of people. You hear a lot of nightmare stories about working with China, and you're always worried. You're like, okay, well, is am I going to be the one that's going to get that box of random stuff and not my order, or something's going to be broken? And it's always just so scary. I went through the same thing of went through a United States U.S. supplier, and then went, okay, that was a good learning experience. Let's see what China's all about. And it took a long time. We got a product out, but had this opportunity, this bonus been visible, then I would have jumped all over it, because we drug our feet on a lot of things, and it was really, really scary to go, okay, yes, let's go ahead and do it. And now it's okay, but to have to avoid all that anxiety would have been awesome.
Well, I mean, yeah, you look back and you say, gee, I could have saved a week here, I could have saved 2 weeks
Yeah.
here, I could have made this simpler here, and in hindsight, you know that, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Now we just give you the hindsight in advance, and then more importantly than that, we hook you up with connections and shortcuts too. Because it's kind of funny, because Zane and I we're both sharing a product that we both are actually going to sell on Amazon. It's the exact same type of product. We both got it from China, and it was funny because, I mean, for us, getting that product was just snapping the fingers because we had the process down. But it was really interesting how even if you don't know what you're doing, you can do it, and this just makes it there faster, because until you get product on Amazon, you make exactly this much money, right?
Yeah.
So think about that one. So yeah, so we're 5 bonuses in. It's already shaping up to be good. And before we move on to any other bonuses, I just want to make something known. There's not a bonus here that wasn't specifically designed or created for the purpose of use for selling products on Amazon. You might see other affiliates who promote ASM or promote anything for that matter, and they kind of pull a product out from over here that they created in the past and they throw it in there. And then they kind of create this bonus training, which is general, and they throw that in there, right? Or they say, this is cool and this is also cool, and if we combine them together, maybe there's something there, and they grasp for straws to make those connections, right? Every single bonus that we have in here is either something we've created from the ground up specifically to use with our own ASM business, or is something that we bought off the shelf that we then specifically bought and use directly in our ASM business. So not only do you get that, but you'll get our insights into, see this thing over here, this is how this applies to ASM, right? So every single thing here is made specifically for your success with ASM.
Yeah, no, that was actually a discussion that we had also before of like, all right, well, don't bring any other unrelated bonuses, and everything is specifically meant for Amazon. And that's something that at first I was like, well, that doesn't even make any sense. Why not more bonuses? And then you clarify, it's like, why muddy up the waters? Like, there's already an amazing opportunity in front of you. We want to augment it, make it better, but that also means to make it better, we also have to be very strict with what kind of bonuses are offered. And then the lights came out, like, oh yeah, focus, got it.
Absolutely. So here's bonus number 6, which is very interesting. My friend James J. Jones, who I've worked with for many years in the past, we kind of lost touch with each other, but what I found out was on his own, and he has his own very successful, very thriving Amazon business, he had built 11 different pieces of software, a whole suite on everything useful that you could think of to automate the technical stuff of Amazon. And he sells these. He only started selling these to the public for $500 for this pack. And every ASMer who buys through our link gets all of these software for free. Now, I'll just give you a taste of some of these. Some of these are pretty simple. Like, for example, if you want to track the sales rank of your own products to see where they go on a day-to-day basis, the bestseller rank, or your competitors' products, you just drop in your product name and your product number, and then you can even have notifications if it reaches this threshold on the high end, this threshold on the low end, if this many new offers come up, et cetera, right? So it's just a little tool to simplify your life. So as you go and use our tools, boom, you can set up alert. This is how much my bestseller rank jumped. This is how much the competitors dropped. This is where my rank went up. This is where this keyword came into play, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? The second thing here is if you look at the other piece of software that you get with this is what James calls the description beautifier. So you might notice some products on Amazon under the product description that have different colors, fonts that are bold and italicized and different font sizes, right? You have to write HTML and a very specific Amazon-style HTML to do that, right? And there is really no good tool out there that does that, so you have to write this by hand. Well, James is the first true blue WYSIWYG push a button if you want this, push a button if you want that. And it'll allow you to beautify your product description, which has been known to increase conversions. And the more you can increase conversions in Amazon, the better you rank, and the more money you make, right? Another tool he has is what's called Rank Checker. So if you want to check where your products or your competitors' products are ranked for any number of keywords, you just fill out a couple boxes, click a button, and then anytime you want to, you go log in and look at it. And by the way, all these pieces of software are web-based. He's got this thing called Spyglass, which I think is incredible. It's a push-button competitive intelligence for any product that you want to spy on. So you put in the search keyword, and then they'll spit out all the different types of product images that all your competitors are using. So at a glance, you can look through this, Zane, and say, ooh, I like that product image, I like that one, I like that one. Then create your own versions of it. Or take the concepts from that and incorporate them into your own listing, right? It also spits out, here are all the common one-word, two-word, and three-word phrases found on each one of these listings. And then it spits out, here are all the common features associated with the product. So if you're thinking about a certain product, maybe you found this awesome product using our bestseller matrix. And then you say, what do I need to do before I source this product? What are some of the features I should consider? Well, here's a list of them, because you just put in the keyword, push a button, here's your list. What kind of phrases should I use in the title? What kind of keywords are there? What kind of product images should I consider? You push the damn button, and there they are in front of you. It has made it. There's nothing now that is easier than building your own listing based on the best stuff of everybody else's listing, right? He has this thing called Product Einstein too, which we negotiated for you, done for you product research. Regular reports are constantly added. And so you can see things such as the average price of a certain product. So if you say, toilet seat lock. The average price sold on Amazon is $13.79. There's 651 different vendors that are selling a toilet seat lock on Amazon. The average bestseller rank is 4,841. Is Amazon itself promoting on AdWords for the keyword toilet seat lock? Yes, they are. What's the sales potential? It's just okay. It's not that great. What's the competition? It's moderate, right? All of these are things I'm pulling from a report that I got from the Product Einstein. So it's good snapshot. Okay, let's think about this product, or let's add this product, or let's just double check this product that we found on ourselves. Is it in the Product Einstein, right? And lastly, and this is pretty cool, there's the keyword optimizer. So there's three main places where you want to put keywords to rank your products on Amazon. There's your title, which is the most powerful. There's the bullet points, which are also effective. There's a keywords tab in your Seller Central account. So when you go and set up your own Amazon listing, there's a little tab in there for you to fill out your keywords. Now all of these have strict limits. So with the keyword optimizer, you push a button, it goes and collects for you what it thinks is the best keywords. Then you push another button, and it literally will cram as many of those keywords as possible into those different locations for you. So when you're done, you will be able to, down to the character, put in more keywords into your Amazon listing than any other competitor who's not using the software, right? And it's push button. You literally push a button, and it happens. And it's really, really cool. So like we did this for a product, and there was 37 different keywords. It was actually for fish oil. So stuff like, it was salmon oil, right? So Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil, which is a brand. So maybe you use that one, maybe you don't. So you can remove or keep the ones you want to keep. There was salmon oil for dogs. There was Alaskan fish oil. There's fish oil for dry skin. Safest fish oil was an interesting one too. Fish oil chewable. Health benefits of omega-3 fish oil. Can you give dogs fish oil? These are literally Amazon keywords that people are searching for. We can push a button after we keep the ones that we want. We can remove the ones that we don't want, push a button, and we can cram in this case, there was 37 different keywords that we crammed into those locations just by pushing the optimize button. That's what it's called. So you get all of those. You get the keyword optimizer, the product Einstein, the spyglass, the rank checker, the description beautifier, the ASM alert. Plus, there was 4 other ones that I didn't even mention that are also part of that software suite.
You know what, Jason? I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy because now I'm going to be shelling out more money just to buy this dang thing again.
And that's exactly. Only ASM4 people are getting it for free. That's what we negotiated with James. So previous ASM people that bought through us, we're going to get them a deal so they can get it at a discount. But
Oh,
only
cool.
ASM4 people are getting this for free when they sign up through ASM through our link.
Awesome. Well, I mean, okay, so we've got old bonuses, a bunch of new bonuses, a friend from yesteryear bonuses. Do we got anything else?
We do. So bonus number 7, let me set the stage for you on this one. Imagine if Amazon was not a search engine. Imagine if Amazon did not drive you any traffic whatsoever, and the only purpose of Amazon was a fulfillment center, meaning you did all the work to make the sale, and then Amazon just fulfilled it for you, and that was the only value that they brought to you. If that was the case, we would still use Amazon because it is so powerful when you combine it with what we have here in bonus number 7. So 2 friends of mine who I've worked with in the past who I convinced, as you would any good friend, to buy something that you knew was in their best interest, right? So these guys were already moderately successful in their business, and I hard sold them. I said, you guys got to quit. You guys got to quit what you're doing over here, although it's making you some money. This is much better. Come and buy ASM through me, and let's get started on it. So here's what's interesting about these guys. These guys picked some of the most competitive products that you could pick. And they picked it, and they were going off, and they were getting ready to start ranking it on Amazon, but just on a fluke, they decided to run AdWords to their product listings on Amazon. And here's what I mean by this, saying they didn't create any pages, they didn't create their own website, none of that. Literally, they bid on a keyword in AdWords. If somebody clicks on their ad, they take them directly to their Amazon listing itself, right? Now, these guys started doing this earlier this year. They have already made over $100,000 in sales just from AdWords.
Just pushing straight from AdWords to the listing.
Just here's some keywords I want to bid on in AdWords. Here's a little 3-sentence ad. Direct drop them to Amazon. Money comes out the other end. No joke. Now, these guys are invisible in terms of Amazon. They are at best on page 4 for their products on Amazon. So out of the $100,000+ they've sold, maybe 5% of that has come from found in Amazon traffic, right? All the other traffic comes from running AdWords. Now let's back up for a second. How many AdWords campaigns, how many AdWords ads had they run previous to buying ASM? And I'll give you the exact number. 0. Okay? They'd never had ran AdWords before in their life. So naturally, I sat down with them, interviewed them, and figured out what they're doing. And honestly, it's funny. Half the interview, James is like, well, we're not doing this right over here, and I know we could do this better over here, and we've never optimized this over here. But on the other hand, I understand why not. I mean, it's the thing's spitting out money, so it's a matter of priority, right? there's no push for you to fix something if it's totally unoptimized and still making money. You might as well be somewhat lazy about it, right?
Why not? But Amazon don't fix it.
Yeah, so the point of it is hey, it's kind of, I look at it as the golden parachute. You go out there, you sell any product, and hopefully it ranks on Amazon, so you don't even have to mess with anything. It ranks and it makes money, right? But even if it doesn't, we can still run AdWords at it and make money with it. And so it's like if the main chute doesn't deploy when you jump out the plane, then you pull the backup chute, right? Regardless, you're going to land on the ground safely, and in this case, you're going to land like Scrooge McDuck safely in the pile of money at the bottom of the vault, right?
Absolutely. No, and that's always been like Amazon, or not Amazon, sorry, they both start with A, right? AdWords has always been a confusing uphill battle, at least for me, but I've also confirmed with a lot of other people. So to know that there's somebody who's been there, who's done it, and hasn't even admittedly said, well, we could do some better optimization, but as long as it works, fantastic. And this just so happens to be a part of the bonuses.
This is part of the bonus, so you're going to get all the secrets of how, exactly how this works, and when you see it, it's going to be so obvious. Like Will and I, we never got into AdWords because we had like nightmares from using AdWords for internet marketing stuff, right? I mean, it was a small miracle just to get the ad approved, and to get the ad approved, you had to bastardize the thing so bad that I don't think you could give away $5 bills for $1 by the time the ad was done on the other end. It was that hard, but then you, for whatever reason, Google AdWords loves Amazon ads on that you run directly to Amazon listings. Don't ask me why, but they give you the cheapest clicks, they give you the best traffic, and they give you as much of it as you really want to take on. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's just put it at that. I can't explain it. It doesn't seem to make any sense. But we have results upon results to prove otherwise. And here's the cool thing too, Zane. Sometimes you can indirectly rank a product on Amazon. Like if these guys weren't going after some of the most competitive products in the whole damn world, right? Which, by the way, they're still on page 3 and 4 on, right? But if you're going after ones that are moderately competitive, your Amazon ranking can be increased through your AdWords ads. And so I've seen a lot of people indirectly, they now ran and started with AdWords to jumpstart their listing on Amazon. So that, they send a couple sales through AdWords, and before they know it, they can turn off AdWords if they want to, and then just let Amazon take over. But of course, none of them do, because if we're making money over here and over here, we don't just say no, I only want to make money from one spot. No, we make money from all spots, right?
Absolutely. So okay, so now we're at that point where I'm sitting there going, okay, because the bonuses have historically been awesome, and I've been going through so many different ideas of what these bonuses could be, and now I can't even think of any additional bonuses that you could add. I'm out after 7.
7 bonuses.
You have more?
That's it, right? Nope, that's not it, right? I have saved the best bonuses for last. If you think the first 7 bonuses were amazing, wait till you see what I got up my sleeve. And I'm not even wearing any sleeves, right? So bonus number 8 here is the ASM Ranker software. And this is the #1 most powerful way of dramatically increasing your ranking for any keyword that you wish, okay? I can't reveal too much because a lot of this is very proprietary. But the reality, and most of our customers who use this, we don't even explain to them how it works. They don't even know how it works. We don't tell them how it works because we keep it a secret. It just works and it's legal. That's all you need to know. It works and it's legal, okay? And there's no easier way to increase your ranking for a search term. There's a certain type of thing that we've identified in Amazon's ranking factors. There's a certain type of conversion metric that Amazon weights in terms of ranking increase far more than any other type of metric, okay? Now the problem with taking advantage of this thing manually is it's almost impossible because you have to have customers. If you're sending traffic to your Amazon listing, you'd have to have them jump through like 10 or 15 or 20 hoops in order to achieve this ranking factor, this thing that would boost you, right? Now, you and I know, Zane, that it's a miracle to get them to jump through 0 hoops and make the sale. And every roadblock you put in place is going to make it even harder to make money with it, right? So this software automates the process. So it jumps through the 15 hoops for the customer. But the end result in Amazon's eyes is it's the same as the customer actually did jump through the hoops. And so we do automatically what other people really tear their hair out to figure out how to do who've identified this ranking factor. Now, 95% of the world doesn't know this ranking factor exists that sells on Amazon. The 5% who do know that it exists only can use it manually, and it's very painful, and it takes them months of preparation, setup, and trial and error to get any benefit from it, and it's still worth it, by the way, right? We make it happen automatically for you, and you just install this simple little script, and that's it. You set up the script, you push a couple buttons, it spits out a special link for you to use, okay, and you're off to the races. So remember earlier when I said if we use our other software, which is the Bestseller Matrix, and I said if you had like a handful of family members buy it through a certain type of link, that's this link. That's this link, okay? So there's a lot of products on Amazon that can make you a couple $1,000s a month net profit on complete autopilot, where all you need is a couple things. You need the Bestseller Matrix to spit them out. You need the Ranker link to refer people through, okay? And then you need like 10 or 15 friends and family members.
Makes sense.
If that sounds like the biggest amount of hype you've ever heard, I agree with you, okay? And if I've not seen that happen time and time and time again with our people, I would be in disbelief. So anybody listening, you're just going to have to take my word for it, okay? Prove me wrong. Try to do that and see what happens, and see if you can fail at it. Because if you do it the way that we prescribe, it works. It just flat out works. Now, will it work like this 18 months from now? Hell, I don't know, right? I don't have a crystal ball. All I know is it's been working for the last 18 months, and so every single day we want to continue to work it, and as long as it works, we'll continue doing it, right? Us and our people who buy from us. And this is something that is funny. We perfected this about a year ago. No one to this day has still figured it out. 12 months ago is when our people started using the Ranker software, right? To
Wow.
this very day, not a single person on the planet who at least promotes ASM or anybody who uses ASM outside of us has even figured this out yet. Think about that.
Wow. Well, that. So I mean, what I hear is that still to this day, no one can compete with you.
Well, and it's not that we compete with anybody. We compete with ourselves, right? It's been clear that we've been the
Well
number one
said.
affiliate in ASM1. We were the number one affiliate in ASM2. We were the number one affiliate in ASM3, right? And each time it's been by a greater and greater margin. And so Will and I don't sit down and say we want to win this contest because that's not what I'm in it for. We sit down and say how can we do better than we did last time? How can we better ourselves? And you got to think about this, and I'm not doing this because I'm Mother Teresa reincarnated, right? I'm doing this because every tool I build for you is also a tool I build for me. It's also a tool we use in our business and our Amazon business that we're selling products on, right? It just so happens that I can double dip. I can create amazing tools that I can use myself, and I can then give them to you and help you. And that's why people, more so than any other affiliate, come and buy us by a factor of more than 3 to 1.
3 to 1. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got everywhere from software to concierge services, working with China, everything that I can again imagine and more. But we were chatting a little bit about something a little bit earlier. Are we ready to discuss that, or do you have even more
Sure.
in
No,
between
I'm
there?
ready.
Yeah. All right. Excellent.
So here's bonus number 9. Now this is what's really cool. ASM has, when you sign up for ASM, regardless of who you sign up for, they have like 6 pieces of software which are really powerful. They have a press release tool, which, by the way, anybody who's actually used it, because here's what I do, Zane. I reverse engineer. I study at any given time 1,000 different hot products. And every time a new player on the block shows up on page 1 that shouldn't be there, I reverse engineer and find out why. And one of the biggest commonalities is, by the way, press releases. And so ASM has a tool that does that. They have a tool for video, which is super powerful. They also have an alliance tool. They have a social media tool and a whole bunch of other great tools. Now, here's what I've discovered, inevitably, Zane, is these tools are very mind-numbing, tedious, brain-dead work, okay? They're not very fun to use. Now, they can make you a lot of money if you use them, but they're very manual and they're very painful. And so inevitably, all these people come up to me and say, Jason, I know I should be using the tools, but I haven't used them yet. And they feel all guilty, right? And here's what I tell them, Zane. I said, you know what? Don't feel bad about it. You should never use those tools. They're below your pay grade, right? And they go, what do you mean? I go, you should have somebody else use those tools for you 24/7 full time.
Yeah.
Anybody who uses those tools is very powerful. It does not have to be you, though, okay? And what people don't realize is ASM has actually literally built those tools where you can add outsourcers to them, okay? Now, here's what's interesting. Inevitably, it goes down to like this, well, gee, Jason, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to hire outsourcers. I don't know how to manage them. I don't know how to get them done. And I get that, okay? We literally have people that we work with who have outsourcers who run pretty much almost all their ASM business for them. And so I'll never forget this. So I'm at a closed-door mastermind where people have paid $10,000 to be there, Zane, right? And I'm doing a training that day, and I did 14 hours of training that day, okay? From sun up to sundown, because these people pay me $10,000 to be in this room, and I'm just jamming, and I'm kicking ass, and I'm sharing some really amazing stuff, right? Earlier in that day, before they kicked it off, one of the guys that I was doing the seminar with just took 10 minutes to share something. And he shared what we're going to share with you in bonus number 9 here. He just showed them how his outsourcer was running his ASM business, right? Now, here's the funny thing is, part of this bonus is you get this software to monitor your outsourcer. So they install this software on their computer, and it records their work. So say somebody's working for you 8 hours a day, Zane, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, you're automatically emailed a video, and it says, in 3 minutes, here's what they did. So it takes the 8 hours that they've worked where you've recorded their computer, it's condensed it down into a 3-minute video, and you can watch it, right?
Huh.
So he plays
Wow.
this video in front of all these people who've paid $10,000 to be there, and it shows how his outsourcer is going through the ASM course, is referencing Matt Clark's training videos, then going out on the web and doing this thing, then coming back, and it's done in 3 minutes, the whole 8-hour day, right? And
Right.
okay, so now it's the end of the day. Okay, I've just taught 14 hours that day, sun up to sundown. And then the MC for the event, he comes around and he says, "Okay, everybody, I want you to put down what you thought were the best ideas for the day." And he came up with a list of 7 of them. And then he says, "I want you to vote on which one you like the most." And I'll be damned if that wasn't the most popular thing. So I taught for 14 hours. This guy did 5 minutes, and he had the best thing of the day. But instead of getting mad, I said, "You know what? Let's go out there. Let's get rights to this thing. Let's build the whole training around it." So it's not just the software, and it's not just how do you get the outsourcers and how you pay them and all that kind of stuff, right? But specifically, let's build an outsourcing course just related to ASM itself, okay? Which is something nobody else has done. Everybody else talks about outsourcing. We actually do it, okay? And so if you want to know exactly how to do this, and by the way, how much does it cost? Okay, so if you want somebody to work for you 8 hours a day, $16.
A day?
Yeah, $2 an hour, right?
Wow.
So for $2 and by the way, you know every single thing that they do because at the end of the day, the software automatically emails you a video, and you can watch everything they did that day. So you can see if they were actually working for you or not. You can see what they did, and then this is what's really cool about it. Tomorrow, you can tell them do more of this, do more of this, do less of this, do this differently, right? If you want to, right? You don't even have to. At the end of the day, you're going to have 6 different outsourcers working for you, 8 hours a day. And again, let's step back. Everybody who does the basics, even forget the advanced stuff. Everybody who does the basics in earnest seems to do very well, okay? But nobody wants to do it because it is very painful, okay? Very painful. It's like, yeah, I know I shouldn't eat this chocolate bar. I should eat the celery instead. But boy, that chocolate bar is so good, right? But if we discipline ourselves and we eat the celery, if we eat all of our vegetables, right, at the end it's better for us. But it's so damn hard to swallow that broccoli when there's a chocolate bar instead, right? Okay? Well, you know, imagine outsourcing your dieting. So you could eat all you want, all the junk food you want. Somebody else eats the vegetables and you get the health benefits, right? I mean, that's basically what we've done for the ASM business. We have somebody else do all this work, which it doesn't take any genius to do. It's very easy to do. It's just painful. We pay somebody else to do it. We pay them $2 an hour, and it's done. So what I'm actually going to do on my presentation, Zane, and I'll have to get you the video so you can put it on this channel. We have one of those videos, a 3-minute video, the same video that he played there. So anybody can watch this. So remind me, I'll get you that video. You can post it on this channel, and then people can see it. And you say, this is what an outsourced automated ASM business looks like. It's the dream, right?
I can't wait. That's going to be an awesome video. I'm going to watch it first and then upload. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get on the channel real quick as soon as I get it. Awesome. Thank you, Jason.
Perfect.
All right, so that was one of my more anticipated bonuses. There was the outsourcing, because I mean, again, who wouldn't? And I'm pretty sure you might already be working on the technology to have somebody else do all the health work, right? We benefit from it.
You know, if I figure that one out, I'll make a lot more money than I make now.
That's true.
I make a lot of money now, but God, yeah, that's one I haven't figured out yet. Okay.
All right, we'll be waiting. So we've got 9 whole bonuses.
Yep.
Any more?
Well, I don't call this last one a bonus. I call it a secret weapon. Okay. So let's put the context. I have over 100+ pieces of content in our members area just for people who buy ASM from us that we did not even mention today, right? One of which, by the way, when I spoke at the Vegas event earlier this year, were 2,700 ASMers on, and they all went nuts by what I talked about. I had the biggest standing ovation at the event. That's the stuff I talked about there. Is part of one of the 100+ pieces that everybody gets who signs up through my affiliate link, right? So that's the kind of stuff that's like, yeah, that's great. It's better than anybody else's bonus. The bonuses that I mentioned now are just incredible. You know, the 8 times faster. So you're not going to be sandbagged down at the speed of the course. You can go as fast as you want. We've actually pioneered the fastest possible approach to success. We've proven it, we've done it, we've fine-tuned it more than anybody. We're the only ones that have the software and the training to say, hey, you want to pick products that you only need a couple friends and family members to buy to make money with, month in and month out on Amazon automatically? Got that, and that's the bonus, the bestseller matrix, right? We have the Ben Cummings coaching, which, just to give you a sample of that, the crystal ball method, knows exactly how much any product is selling day in and day out before you ever start selling the product. Imagine how useful that will be for you, right? The Amazon Insider loophole. So you say, Jason, I don't have any money for inventory. And I say, so what? I got somebody I work with who's doing $70,000 a month and has never spent a single penny on inventory. Him and an Amazon insider, somebody that worked at the very high level up on Amazon, are going to expose this secret to you. Very powerful stuff, okay? And then you say, Jason, well, do I have to stay in the United States? Who can I source from? I say, it doesn't matter. Pick the opportunity. If you want to go to China, we have the best process for getting you access to people on the grounds in China to help you with your product selection and negotiation. Oh, and I didn't tell you this either, Zane, is the next time Wilson goes to China, because now he goes over there about once a year, you can meet up with him, and he can take you along with him, so he can show you the ropes,
Really?
too. Yeah. Pretty neat,
huh?
Cool. And then we talked about the Amazon Powerful Pack software, the Amazon Alert, the Description Beautifier, the Rank Checker, the Spyglass, which is incredible, the Keyword Optimizer, the Product Einstein that gives you reports on different products and analysis, right? We talk about $0 to $100,000 on Amazon just through Google AdWords, doing it with the dumbest approach I've ever seen possible. First time we ever ran AdWords, right? We have that whole training waiting for you. We have the ASM Ranker software, which is the most powerful way to dramatically increase your ranking for any keyword in Amazon. And then we have the whole thing, the dream, outsourcing your ASM business, a specific process, training, and software for getting a worker for $2 an hour or less to do 80% of your Amazon business for you, right? If you added up the value of all those bonuses, Zane, and combined them together, it still wouldn't be as valuable as this, what I call the secret weapon.
All right, man. I'm ready for it.
So the secret weapon is something that we first launched last time in beta during ASM 3. And in beta, without it even being fine-tuned, is something we downplayed. We were pushing up people. We pushed somebody up to #1 in kitchen and dining in all of Amazon. We got several bestseller badges, which meant they were #1 in their subcategory. We helped launch a lot of people. Since then, we've dialed in the viral app down to a specific number of, hey, let's get this many people to push this many sales and leave this many reviews. We've got it down almost to a science now. This is something that I've built, Zane, that if I wanted to today, I could easily shop it on the market, and somebody somewhere would pay me $5 million to buy this business from me, okay, just for the viral app, right? One of the reasons why is we have a user base of Amazon account validated customers. And so on the other side, these are the customers that we'll put your product in front of for you. These customers, in order to get in, had to validate their Amazon account with our system, which I won't bore you on the details on that. But the bottom line is we have customers that are basically Amazon's best customers in our viral app, okay? And your product is exposed to them. Now, these are customers that we've seasoned and worked with, Zane, who are conditioned to buy products and leave 5-star reviews on them. I mean, there's no other way to put it, right? Just a year of conditioning. Buy a product, leave a review, good things happen. Now, we never promised that, so we stay completely within the terms of service of Amazon. But they have been conditioned that good things happen when I leave good reviews, right? Good things happen when I buy products, okay? Some of the ways that we have done this, and I can't talk too much about this because we have to keep this in absolute secrecy to protect everybody in the viral app. Well, we've used gamification to create this conditioning and also to create word-of-mouth buzz. So some of the things that do, if people share these deals for your products, right, they get perks. So we have fine-tunedly conditioned this for happen. We've pulled more than one person into #1 in all of Amazon for their category. And this is something that no one else could possibly have this, the viral app. And I'll tell you why. First of all, it cost $500,000 in development just to develop it, okay? No joke. Not even counting everything else. $500,000. Most people don't have that lying around, right? I'm very fortunate because we've been very successful with what we do to have that kind of money and more. It took over a year to develop before we were even able to put it out there in beta. Believe it or not, Zane, it's still in beta, and it's producing amazing results. We have staff that works around the clock that is dedicated just to this. Because like I said, if I wanted to sell it, I could make $5 million on it. And one day we might sell it for $100 million or more, right? This is the main reason why many ASMers who bought previously from another affiliate are paying full price and buying through us again. Because just this one thing alone is easily worth all the price you would pay to get into ASM, $3,500, right? Easily, just for this, it's worth it. Now, here's the coolest thing of all, Zane, is this app continues to get better every single day. Every single day, we're adding new customers, conditioning new customers, verifying new Amazon accounts that then we can put your products in front of. By this time next year, I anticipate we'll have 1 million customers in the Viral app who are there specifically to buy your products and leave reviews for your products. Okay? And this will only be available to people who buy through my affiliate link.
Wow. Mind equals blown. Like that.
Yeah. So check this out. I just had a guy, a brand new guy, post this in Facebook just the other day. He says, the Viral app has seriously gone mad. I've had over 50 sales overnight. Not all of them are showing up yet, but my inventory has dropped. This has increased my ranking from 100,000 to 3,000 overnight. It's bestseller rank, right? I mean, we're talking several $1,000s overnight. Now, here's what else is interesting. So earlier when we unleashed this Viral app, there was a lady in there, her name was Toomey. The very first time that she did it, she had 35 sales, okay? Her BSR jumped from 48,900 to 2,629, right? And now get this. And then it even picked up further, and she got a bestseller badge, okay? And this was about 6 months ago this happened. So I just asked her this morning for her stats. I have them sitting here right in front of me. So check this out. So she sends me a sales snapshot. So from that little jump start there, right? This was okay, she took this at 14 October 2014 at 11:43 BDT, whatever that is. She's over there in London, right? She's over in the UK. 15,012 orders, okay, for 15,301 units ordered, okay? Ordered product sales. Now this is in pounds, so we'll have to translate it. 225,642 pounds and 47, whatever that is, pence or something, I don't know, right? But it's about a 2-to-1. So we're looking at nearly $500,000 in sales. Average sales order item is 15 pounds, 15.03 pounds, right?
Holy crap.
Yes. Not a bad jump start, right?
Not bad at all.
Not bad. Like a product that's just started was 48,000 in the BSR and Amazon. Stick it in this Viral app, spit it out, push it out. I could fill up a whole Hangout, Zane, with testimonials just from people who've went through the Viral app. Now keep in mind, every day it gets better and better and better. So when's the best time to start using it? And the answer is yesterday, right? The second best time is right now. So that's why you need to sign up. The second you get the link and this whole damn thing goes live, right?
Yeah, in fact, I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of people chomping at the bit right now, and we all have to wait another day or two before the cart officially opens. So with that said, actually, there are a couple of people who are showing up, and they're here live. Welcome. What I'm thinking might be an interesting idea, especially for those who just barely showed up. Maybe you could do a quick snapshot of all the bonuses plus the secret weapon. Maybe give them a minute to maybe throw in some questions, and then some final thoughts, and we can wrap up. Sound good?
Absolutely. So the first bonus is the 8 times faster bonus. So if you want to do this 8 times faster than what the average ASMer can, we welcome you with open arms. We have a whole bonus and a whole process for making that happen. We have the bestseller matrix, which allows you to pick products that you can rank and make bank on that require almost no effort. And these are products that no other ASMer can find because they don't have the software. Only the people that buy through our link do, right? We have coaching with Ben Cummings, who has produced a #1 bestseller in Amazon and built 2,000 people on his email list in a span of 24 hours. One of the things you're going to get from Ben's coaching is what we call the crystal ball method, knowing exactly how much of any product is selling per day before you ever start selling the product. Another bonus we have is called the Amazon Insider Loophole bonus. And so if you want to know how to generate $70,000 per month without ever buying any inventory for your Amazon products, this is the bonus for you. If you are concerned, or if you want to know exactly step-by-step how to get products from China, we have this down to a process that nobody's seen. Right now I'm working with 13 different products simultaneously from China as we speak, in the middle of this launch, right? But that's how effortless it's become. Okay, you're also going to get from my friend James J. Jones. We negotiated this is a $500 software pack that you would have to pay retail price for. It includes the alert, so you can be alerted when sales go up or down. The description beautifier, so you can make your product listing look cool. The rank checker, so you can check on any product where it ranks at for keywords. Spyglass, you can see the common images amongst different products, the common features, the phrases used to describe those products. So it's intelligence at a click of a button. The keyword optimizer, which is one of my favorites, so it can cram 50, 60, 70 really powerful keywords into your Amazon listing at a way nobody else can do it. The product Einstein that gives you done for you product reports, all that and more. The bonus from 0 to 100,000 plus just from driving AdWords traffic to their Amazon listing. So even if nobody finds you on Amazon, you could do 6 figures a year easily, because this is the first time that these guys have ever used AdWords, and I interview and get the whole system down from them. So if they can do it, I know you can do it, right? The ASM Ranker software, which is to this very day the most powerful way to dramatically increase your ranking for any keyword on Amazon, and it's an advantage that we've enjoyed that nobody else in the world has. Outsourcing your ASM business, a specific process, training, and software for getting a worker for $2 an hour or less to do 80% of your Amazon business for you. If they do these tasks, you will make money. The thing is, nobody does these tasks because they're painful. They're not the kind of stuff that I want to do on a daily basis, or Zane wants to do, or you want to do. But it's very easy to outsource them, get them down, reap the benefit of it, and pay less than $16 a day for having somebody working for you full time. And then finally, what we call the secret weapon, the viral app. We have produced many #1 bestsellers in Amazon. We have produced ridiculous results because we have a whole bunch of customers on the other side who live for us putting Amazon products in front of them. We've conditioned them to respond and buy those products, to leave 5-star reviews from those products, and share those products on social media. And the viral effect is very palatable. Like I said, this is a whole separate business that we've built here that I could sell today for $5 million in cold cash if I want to, but I'm holding out because I'll sell it one day for $100 million. And so we have this whole network waiting for you of buyers that we can flash your product in front of. You can get more sales. You can increase your rank because we've intertwined it, by the way, with the ranker link for you. So we do that for you, right? And we make stuff happen. We get the reviews. We get the sales. We get all that. Okay? This is why we have been the #1 affiliate for ASM1, ASM2, and ASM3. We do this. We build these tools for personal use. We develop these things for ourselves, and then we share the best of the best with you. No theory here, all results, and this is not even counting the 100+ pieces of training, content, listing optimization, traffic generation, etc. that we have that we didn't even mention today that are also waiting for you when you sign up through our link for ASM.
Fantastic. Every time I'm always blown away. I'm always excited. And looks like we do have a question from Chase Turner. He was actually a part of the sneak
the last one. Yep.
Yeah. So he asks, will these bonuses be available day one, or will we have to wait until ASM launches?
That's a great question. So they'll be available. Some of these bonuses will be available immediately. Some of these bonuses will be released at certain times. So when you go to the link that Zane will give to you, then you'll see exactly when on that page this bonus will be available at this time, this bonus will be available at that time, so on and so forth, right? So there's certain bonuses that it makes no sense. Like, I'm not going to give you access to the viral app because you don't have a product yet, but if you got a product, we could probably make that happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to source from China yet if I don't know how to find a good product, So certain things you get right away, other things you get when you need them, but regardless of it is, like I said, the bottom line is we can get 8 times faster the results. So just trust in us that we have the things available to you when you need them in a way that can be useful for you. Without overwhelming.
Yeah. Okay. Now, also, I'll add, since we do have a day or two until this launches. Of course, if it's after that day, not a problem. The link in the description below right now is a link that will take you to an email list that you can opt into, where I will keep you updated. Again, as soon as anything that I hear from Jason, you'll be the first to know. And then, of course, once it opens up, the link will take you exactly to that page that you're talking about. But again,
make sure you get on that list. So click the link at the bottom of this video. Sign up for that email list. That's the only for sure way that you'll know. And the sooner you sign up, the sooner you benefit, right?
Absolutely. So, with that said, of course, if there's anybody else watching, you want to sneak some questions in, go right ahead. We're going to get some final thoughts from Jason. But even if you're not here live, we're monitoring all of the questions and all the activity that's happening on the channel, as well as the Google Plus page and the Google Plus community. So please feel free. We are here to answer any and all questions that you might have. And worst case scenario, if we can't answer them, then we can defer the question to Jason or his awesome staff as well. So throw in your questions you got just before we wrap up. And Jason, final thoughts?
Final thoughts are this, and I mean, some of the reasons that Zane and I do this kind of stuff is obviously we make an affiliate commission, right? That's nice. But more important than that is I feel like I have an obligation that this is the best thing I've ever seen. We've taken the best thing and perfected it at a level nobody else has, right? And so we feel, at least me, I feel morally obligated to help as many people as I can reach get into this program. And so when Zane says, hey, we monitor this channel, we respond to it, we'll let you know when we know, that kind of stuff, it is true and it's from the heart, okay? So if you need anything from us, from Zane, from this channel, let us know, and we're here to help you, because the bottom line is it would break my heart if you come to me the day after ASM closes and say, oh, gee, Jason, I didn't know. I would have got in, okay? Because I can't let you in then, because it's not my program. And we've had that happen to people in the past, and I'm sure we'll have it happen again this time. I just don't want it to be you, okay? So think about that. Get on that list in the bottom of this video in the description, and wait for Zane to give you the link. And I better see you be signing up first before anybody else, right? So that's all I got to say on that.
Awesome. Well, again, as usual, it's always great to have you here, and I feel honored that I'm the first person that you reach out to when you say, okay, I'm ready to reveal my bonuses to the world. So I'm glad I could be that person. But in addition, I have been blown away with the training. I have 2 products up on Amazon already, and many more to come. And I know it's because of the ASM Masters, and I just don't really think anything beyond that. You've mentioned a couple things that oh yeah, that is a part of the traditional ASM thing. I'm so used to the ASM Masters and the group and the support that's given. It is not a surprise at all that you are the #1 affiliate historically, and no surprise that it'll be in the future as well. So, oh wait, actually, we got one more question that snuck in from Jeff. He says, will we have lifetime access to these bonuses once we join through ASM through your affiliate link? And is there a maximum number of people who can join the group?
That's a great question. So we've had people think about this. The first time ASM launched was in March of 2013. Those people still have access to everything that we've made available to them. Now, there's certain stuff that we have to pay for, like the software that ASM4 members are getting that nobody else is getting, okay? So like if ASM5 comes along, I don't know if it will or not, then there might be some stuff that will get you a discount on. But pretty much everything that we talked about here today, you get access to, okay? If there's a limit on the access, it will be on the page that Zane will give you when this goes live. But for the most part, many of these things are available forever. So like the bestseller matrix, it's been available to everybody since its inception and will maintain availability. The viral app has been available to everybody since its inception and will maintain its availability. Probably every bonus on here, with the exception of maybe 2 of them, will be available to everybody forever. Okay, so let's just put it that way. And if you don't know, look at the page when Zane gives you the link and when it launches, and it will tell you specifically what's available when and who it's available to and for how long, right?
Fantastic. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have any more questions. Somebody pointed out to check out some of the links. I will make sure that everything's working properly. So with that said, thank you again, Jason, for your time. All you need to do is click the link in the description below, and it'll take care of everything else. And if you have any questions, we're here to answer them. And thank you again, Jason, and we'll see all of you in the next Hangout. Bye.